Okay, I'm back. I was trying to talk about my ex-wife and the things we went through and the situation that I was dealing with. But I'm just gonna leave it as is and let somebody request to know more about what I was talking about. I want to talk about this right now. I want to talk about the situation where females of color got this hypothesis that men of color are desperate and we will take whatever you dish out. And you're quick to tell us about how we need to focus on how we would respect women of color. Will we treat our mother this way, our sister, our auntie, our grandmama, and all that nonsense. But somehow they forget how they recognize the situation with men of color and their grandfathers, their brothers, their uncles, their cousins, and things of that nature. And then they seem to forget that we both, and not me or future present individuals, but people in the past, they were all in slavery together. Now you got people debating about who's African, who's not, what religion is real and what's not, and it's all based on Caucasian ideology. So based on Caucasian ideology, basically everything they talk about is a bunch of nonsense. But people view and focus on that. Here I am talking about culture, awareness, being able to bring the family of people of color back together. We have to have a foundation: marriage, children, economics, all the things that construct a real family. But in this society, they teach you everything to go against that and nothing to go for it. So here I am trying to explain to multitude of people of the basics of just being able to find a good wife or wives, having children, and building an economic sound foundation. But nobody want to talk about that. They want to talk about this, that, and the other. The only females that seem to be coming at me right now are females who have children, females who are basically homeless, females who just got out of some kind of nasty porn or homosexuality or what they call this, prostitution. But sisters who are about some or got themselves together, they're not even recognizing what I'm offering and how they need to go there before they end up being one of the other things I explained, because the society dictates that you take the latter than what I'm talking about. But unfortunately, a lot of sisters don't see that. You have sisters who go through all kind of traumatic problems because they set themselves up. When the young lady is taught that it's alright for her to wear the shortest dress, reveal the most breasts and all that, she's going to either get raped, molested, or fooled into some type of industry that would destroy her. But the masses will tell me I'm lying. But every day a female is getting turned out, just like a young man. They have just passed a law to say that it's alright to have same-sex marriage. So in jail, they can get married now. Females and male prisoners that's in jail, they never need a man or never need a woman because they're in their own little captivity in jail, and they can get married and have their wonderful little selfish life behind bars. And see how this benefit the world by having same-sex marriage. Okay, of course no children could be produced out of that, of course. But of course they have this advancement where they can do artificial and certain insemination, whatever they call it. Well, let's not forget that people of color is always up for sale, because any race can basically adopt a child of color, but a person of color. I wonder why. And if a person of color do adopt a child of color, they're monitored very much and they have to have a lot of money. Or they're single women of color who are gay or with a Caucasian man, and then that's okay. Or they single men of color who's with another man, and that's okay. So they're encouraging the manipulation of our society of people of color to destroy themselves. But anything that represents anything positive, they don't do. So the situation is constantly stopping progressive behavior among our people. And nobody seems to notice it but me. And the ones who may have given me thumbs up, but don't do nothing about it. So these are the type of things I'm looking at and trying to encourage a way to counter it. I can't be dealing with people, women or men, who are on some emotional stuff that can't get their act together. They bullshit will not suffice. We cannot progress with the regress behavior pattern.